welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. Today I am about to pour up my fire cider. Y'all, I made this fire cider on December the 25th. Today is February the 21st. So it has been close to, I think, 8 weeks. Yeah, close to 8 weeks. So the fire cider is ready. And let me let you see what it's looking like. This is what the fire cider looks like. And y'all, this was full. And I've already told you all that I have been using this fire cider. And the ingredients that I put in this fire cider were onions, garlic, horseradish, lemons, oranges, limes, ginger, turmeric. I think that might be it. Oh, no, it's rosemary. So there is a lot of ingredients that I put into this fire cider. And I have already been using it. You need to stir it up. Stir it around. I've been stirring it. And we have been using this fire cider probably for about 3 weeks. So what I'm fixing to do right now is I'm going to pour it up and then I'm going to put it back into this jar. And I have a pitcher right here with a milk cloth inside of it. So I'm just going to pour it all in. There's really nothing hard about it, except trying not to make a big mess. But I want to put all of this in so that I can squeeze all of this juice out of these ingredients. So that's why I'm gloved up, in case I had to stick my hand in here to pull it all out. Yeah, it smells strong. And I heard my daughter coughing the other day, and I told her, come on. And she said, what? I said, come on, let's go in here. We fix and drink some of this fire cider. And she didn't want to drink it, but she don't like to cough. So she came on in, and she drank some. And she didn't give me a problem. It was like, she acted like it didn't taste good, but I could tell by the expression that it wasn't so bad, because I know how she act when she don't really like something. So I told my son, I said, come on, you take some too. And so they both drank some, and then after I saw them, thought about, that if they coughing, they might, go around and give me something. So I took me a cup and poured some up. I just take like a couple tablespoons of it. Okay, so I've got it all in here. And I just want to squeeze it. Y'all, where all my stuff went? It's like this. Y'all, I guess, I feel cheated. Because I thought I was going to have this much, but I realize now that these liquids, I really feel cheated. I'm going to have to do some squeezing because I need my fire cider. I really am shocked. I am looking. Can y'all see how much fire cider is in here? I'm going to have to squeeze this bag. Okay, so as I told you all, this was my first time making fire cider. So I'm fixing to have to make another batch. Because I know this is not going to last long. And the next time, I will be making it in a larger container. Because I was planning to pour it back into this container. I was just going to go and wash this jar out and put it back in there. There ain't no need for that. I see why people be saying they put theirs in a mason jar. I don't even know if it's going to need a mason jar. This is what you want to do. You want to squeeze it and try to get your juice. Now, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking right now a juicer is a good idea to just put it in a juicer, because this is really wearing me out, squeezing this juice out of this. If I had put it in my juicer, then I make sure I get all my juice out of this. And so that's probably what's fixing to happen. Because before I need to go get something. I didn't think this through. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to fit a smaller jar, because I'm not going to need this huge jar that I have right here. So I'm getting another jar, and I'll show you all. Okay, so, y'all, I am in shock about this amount. But I'm sure that some of you who already been making this already know that you're not going to end up with that much. And I just never thought about it like that. So, yeah, I will have to make some. But this is what I have. I'm going to add some cinnamon sticks to my jar. Just a couple of cinnamon sticks. And I'm going to add some raw honey. This is the Great Value raw honey, and I'm just going to add some. And this is just to make it a little more flavorful for us. Although, really, it is not that bad. You heard what the ingredients were. There's jalapeno pepper in here. There is onions and garlic. I'll be happy if it come on. Yay, it's coming. It's filling this jar. Y'all, I feel so much better. I really do. I feel better now. Although I am fixing to go ahead and drink some of this. I'm going to stir it up. Get that honey mixed in. And I'm sure it's sweet enough. Oh, that was a lot of honey. And I'm going to pour me up a little. I'm going to go ahead and you can see my cinnamon sticks in there. There's a cinnamon stick right there. I'm going to pour just a little. It's not bad at all. It's hot. It's spicy. But I really think that it helps. Because I told you, we have been drinking it. And we haven't been sick. So I will continue to drink it. I plan to continue to have some on hand at all times. I'm trying to get my top on. What I did, I chose a plastic lid to put on it. And this is one that came off of a syrup jar. And so I do have some, I'll go in here and I have some white lids that goes to mason jars. So this one's not fitting. I want my lid on really good. Let me see if I can get that. Well, I could not find my lids. I guess I packed them all up. And the only ones I could find were the ones that go to the wide mouth jars. So this is going to have to be good enough for right now until I can get another lid to fit these regular mouth jars. But it will be fine. I'm going to put it into the refrigerator and we will be using it. And I'm sure that it will not take long. When you really look at it, this is quite a bit. You know, it didn't look like it in this big picture, but it's a lot. We can this probably lasts us for months. So I am going to take another little squig of it because I kind of like it. I can taste my honey. Can't really taste that cinnamon yet. Let me see. I don't think I taste the cinnamon yet, but I can taste the honey in there. It's not really sweet. It's already doing something to my stomach. This is good for a lot of different things. And so I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy having it. I have some that I made the apple cider vinegar and the honey and garlic, and that's something that I fermented, and we also take a tablespoon of that frequently. So it's just to try to keep your immune system boosted up so that you won't come down with everything that you come in contact with. So if you have some of these ingredients on hand, you might want to go ahead and make you up a batch of fire cider. And we're going to put this up, and then we have some up potting to do. We're up potting our Beehive Ginger today because it has outgrown this container. And I don't want the roots to become too crowded in this container. And so I'm going to remove it, and I have some other containers that I'm going to put them in. So y'all, let's get started. Okay, so I have some little containers right here that I am going to use to up pot my Beehive Ginger. And so let's see if I can get it out, because as you see, I do have it in this little water bottle. So what I plan to do is just to cut it. And I'm probably going to make a mess, but that's okay. I'm going to cut the size of the bottle and then try to extract my plant out of here without breaking it. What is Beehive Ginger? Beehive Ginger is used for medicinal purposes as well as for its fragrance. It is awesome for attracting pollinators to your garden because of its fragrance. This plant feels very strong. I've gotten the roots out. So, and then I'm just gonna put it in here and try to stand it up. And then I can put some of my soil back around it. And I did not know anything about this plant about a year ago. My granddaughter, Kayla, told me about it. So thank you to Kayla for telling me about the Beehive Ginger. And so now I am growing it and have got it to successfully germinate. And we're going to try to keep it in the garden from here on out. So I have another one that it doesn't look as strong as that one does, but I'm going to go ahead and pop it in and see if we can get it to do well. The stem feels okay. I probably could have left that one in, but I want it to have adequate room to grow and for its roots to grow. So that's why I'm going ahead and up potting it today. Okay, so it does not look like the other one, but it looks okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. I'm going to push my soil down. And I am going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to cut the size of my container. So I can try and get the plant out without harming the roots. Well, I think that one has two, so I'm gonna try to separate it. Add some more soil. Uh-oh. I'm trying to put it over in here like this because the plant looks like it is, it has that look that if I put this in here, that it may root right there. So I'm just going to put it in there like that so it can sit like that. I'm not sure that if it grows like that because as I told you, this first time I've grown it. But this one might do the same thing because as you see, this one, it has this, it's like it has it's a runner. So, yeah, I ordered these off of Amazon. So I hope that this is the plant that it's supposed to be. Because I will be very disappointed if this did not turn out to be the Beehive Ginger. My granddaughter, Jakayla, told me about these Beehive Ginger plants. And I wanted to grow them, although they are a tropical plant. I don't know how well they would do in my area. But I am going to plant them out into the garden. And I'm going to see how well they do. And hopefully they will grow. But as I have read, they probably, well, it will take 2 to 3 years before I actually get a flower on it. So I will just be planting it to see how well it grows and to just learn more about the plant. And I can tell that it has a strange growing habit. It's acting like it's on runners. So I am just going to see if I can get as much of the stem underneath this soil as I can. I don't know if that's a good idea. And hopefully what I want, let me see, I don't want to break this off. I think I may have already hurt this one. But I'm just going to let it lay here on this soil and see if it will take root. If this part will root on here in this soil. And I ended up with 5 plants. So I am going to take them back to my station. But I'm going to go ahead and give them a little water after I get them on this tray. 4 of them will sit there. Go ahead and water them in. I recently gave them some water-soluble fertilizer. So they have already been fertilized. So I'm going to go ahead and take them back to the grow station and put them back underneath the light. Although I know that I might not get any flowers on the Beehive Ginger for at least 2 to 3 years, it's still exciting to me to grow it. And it is a tropical plant, so I might have to be bringing it in and things like that. But it's exciting for me to grow it and to see and learn the growing habits of the plant the same way that I did with the jackfruit last season. Although I knew I wasn't going to get any jackfruit because I know that the plant has to grow really, really large, and it would not be able to thrive in my area in our winters. So it was just fun to grow the jackfruit. So it's going to be fun to grow this Beehive Ginger and just see how far we can go with it. And it is also going to be fun to see how these tomatoes and these cucumbers are going to do planted out in the winter sow method. Now, I know that a lot of you say you have grown the tomatoes in the winter sow method, and I Googled it, and Google doesn't advise that you do it, but that don't mean that we're not going to do it, and it doesn't mean that it won't be successful. I have did some research, and I've seen some videos where people say that they had good luck with it. People said that they had okay luck with it, and they decided they weren't going to do it because they think that you should do it much later in the winter instead of like early winter like we do in December. But we are in February now, and we are having some very warm temperatures, some really some spring-like temperatures. I know that we might get some more cold weather, but I think that these seeds will be able to be okay out in the weather that we're expecting. We're not really, as far as I can tell from listening to the weather, we're not supposed to get any really, really cold weather. And so I know things have changed, and it could change it in a minute. But on the other hand, this weather could continue to be warm. And then what? You'd be missed out on the chance of getting your seedlings early planted out into the elements, giving them a chance to become some stronger seedlings. So while there is a 50-50 chance that these will do well, I'm going for it. I'm going for it, and I want to see. I'm not encouraging anyone else to go for it, because if you don't have seeds to take a chance on, I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see how it does. It's an experiment for me, and I want to do it because if it works, then this will be a game changer for me, because I do not like having all these plants inside the house. I do not. So if I can get these tomatoes, because I've already planted some tomatoes inside, and those are the ones I'm gonna have to be running those back and forth, in and out, during these 4 weeks that I'm waiting, because we're like 4 weeks from our last frost date. So I am going to go ahead and get these tomatoes. I have some other plants that some other seeds I'm going to start also. I'm going to start some cucumbers and some squash. I'm going to put them all out there. I want to see what they're going to do. I may as well go for it. If I'm going to go for it, I might as well go all the way. I'm not putting a lot of seeds out there. I'm going to put 2 seeds in these containers. Just 2. And I am going to see what they're going to do. So I need to tell you all the names of the cucumbers that I'm going to be planting this year. I'm not planting the cucumbers today. I already have the seeds picked out that I'm putting into these. I have 12, well, really 13 containers that I'm fixing to use in this method today. And I have 12 of this size, and then I have 1 larger container. And what I'm doing now is I'm just pushing my soil down into the container so that I can have a solid foundation. So let me tell you all which seeds we're going to be planting. I have a viewer who sent me some seeds, Miss Ann. Thank you, Miss Ann, for the seeds. Miss Ann lives in Georgia, and she sent me summer squash. Those are the crookneck squash. She sent me some super sweet 100s cherry tomatoes. And she also sent me some dark green zucchini. So I am going to plant those. They're all going into my winter. Well, 2 seeds out of each package is going into my winter sow. And then I will plant some inside. Or either I will sow some out when the date comes. Because usually I just go ahead and put my seeds out. But I don't know. That might not be such a good idea. Because something happened last year, y'all. I did not get enough squash. I did not get enough cucumbers. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe it was my seeds. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do them. I probably do both. I probably put some into containers and put them in the house and let them sit and grow and then take them out. And then I'll probably drop some seeds. I just got to make sure this year that I get some cucumbers and some squash. And I'm going to do my super sauce in this method. I'm going to do some Sun Gold, San Marzano, because I want to have a lot of sauce tomatoes. I want to make sure that I get a lot of sauce tomatoes so that I can make my tomato sauces this season. I am going to plant this one, and this one just came in the mail. I told you I was waiting for some more seeds to come. It don't have a picture or anything. It's a midnight snack. It is a snacking tomato. It is a cherry tomato. Then I have the Better Bush, which is a hybrid tomato. I think I already got that once. I think I have that seed, but this one's a hybrid. I don't know if the other one's a hybrid. Then I'm going to put some Paul Robeson in there. I'm going to use these seeds that I already had from a couple of years ago. I'm going to do some German tomatoes. I got some spinach in the mail, too. The spinach seeds came in the mail, and this is a giant winter spinach. I'm not going to put this in this winter sow method because I'm just going to broadcast those outside on one of my beds. And I'm going to put some mushroom basket. Abe Lincoln. I think I done pulled out too many because I only have 12 for this. So we're just going to put, okay, Cherokee Purple. And this is my white marigold. I was in the Walmart in my area. You know, I have been talking about them bad because for the last year for sure that they did not get seeds the entire season, y'all. And that was unbelievable for a store to not get seeds. But this season, they do have some seeds. They have a few, not a lot. And they got them pushed over in the corner in the dark. I don't understand. You know, they're not displaying or trying to, I don't know. It just seemed like I guess people maybe in this area don't garden. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they do the seeds the way that they do in this area. But I have to drive for miles to get good seeds. But this year they did put out some seeds. So I didn't know they were going to have them because I have been getting seeds elsewhere. But I will go ahead and get some seeds from them now that they've got some seeds out. But I was in a hurry. I didn't have time to just look for the seeds. So I just saw this one. This was one that I did not have not ever had a white marigold. So I grabbed this Eskimo marigold. Put these seeds in this bottle and get them ready to go outside. So we're gonna get started. I'm not gonna worry about the little soil that I've got here, and the little mess that I am making for right now because I am using soil, so I will be making a mess. So we're gonna start with this. We got a Cherokee Purple. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my Cherokee Purple seeds and drop some in. My soil has already been moistened. I already said that I was going to do a couple of seeds. Should I do 3? Just to make sure that I'm going to get some germination here. 4 is going to be too many, right? Okay, well, we're doing 4. So we're going to put these 4 seeds in. I'm going to try to space them out the best that I can. I'm going to push them down just a little bit Get some soil to seed contact. I got my vermiculite right here. Sprinkle some vermiculite on top like that. I'm gonna be wasting a little, but that's okay. I'll rake it up later. Okay, so now I've got my Cherokee purple in here. I need to pull out my tape. Okay, the next one is the Super Sweet 100s. And those are the seeds that Miss Ann sent right here. Get 4 seeds. Get some soil to seed contact by just pushing them down a little. And then put my vermiculite on top. Dark zucchini. And I am looking forward to getting a lot of squash. So I will be planting some more squash seeds. And I'm going to put 2. Since these seeds are large, I'm just going to drop 2 seeds in here. I'm not going to crowd it out because I know that pushing more in there would be too many. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it and label. But I have a lot of different varieties of squash that I want, including the Cushaw, the butternut. I would like to get that honey nut squash. So I need to get some of that. I do not have that seed yet. Okay, this is a crook neck. These seeds are not as large. I'm going to put 3. And I am pushing a little soil over the top of these. I want to give them the best chance that they can have. I want to make sure that I do it right. Okay, so got those ready. The next one is going to be our midnight snack. And this midnight snack is this one. It says that it is a hybrid award winning. So hopefully it's going to be some really good tomatoes. I saw these on Amazon. I really didn't know anything about them. I just saw them on Amazon because, as I told you, I had decided I was going to add some hybrid tomatoes. I went looking for some hybrid seeds because I wanted some seeds, tomato plants that were going to be disease resistant and pest resistant. Because it is disappointing when you go out and you see all of your tomatoes riddled with some sort of disease or the pests have just eaten them up. So I wanted to make sure that I got something that was resistant to those things. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to do is the Paul Robeson. And I told you I'm going to go ahead and use some of these Paul Robeson seeds from last season. And as I told you, they did germinate and they grew some tomatoes, and tomatoes were delicious. But those tomatoes were smaller than what I know that Paul Robeson is capable of producing. Okay, so I'm gonna drop these in and see if I can get them spaced out enough. I'm just gonna push them underneath. Not underneath, but get them some soil seed contact. Because you know those tomato seeds are very small. Okay, the next one that I'm going to do is the Better Bush Hybrid. I want to make sure that I don't cut my seeds. And y'all, this award-winning only had 10 seeds in the packet. Cover them with vermiculite. And then I have the mushroom basket. Okay, I didn't do any of the San Marzano or the Dr. Weiches. I had a comment from someone on the channel, and they said that their name, that was their last name, and they said that the right pronunciation is Weiches. So it's Dr. Weiches tomato. So I was glad to find that out. And I am going to plant some Dr. Weiches. That was more than a couple. I'm going to press them in. Okay, the next one, we're doing a super sauce and a sun gold. And sun gold is one of my favorite cherry tomatoes. They're wonderful tomatoes to walk through the garden snacking on. Next one is the super sauce. And I'm going to put the super sauce into this container. And there are not that many super sauce seeds left. This is what I have left. Pop in my label. And let's see, what are we going to put in this container? We're going to do one cucumber. But I'm going to go ahead first. I'm going to tell you all which cucumbers that I am planting this season. And they are, drum roll, Got the Boston pickling. There are no pictures. National pickling, because I want to make sure that I get some pickles this season. Last season, I did not plant. Oh, I didn't get any cucumbers, so I did not make any pickles. Got the lemon cucumber. This is the beta alpha. Market More. Armenian pale green. And the straight 8. So those are the cucumbers that we'll be planting this season. And since I have a cucumber, I have a container left, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that national pickling. That's the one I'm going to go ahead and start. And I am going to find one more, get one more out, and I am going to start my butternut squash. Okay, so I got those covered a little. This is fair size seed. So I put a little soil on top. And that is the national pickling. I need to make a label. All right, so it is ready, and I have my, I think that ended up being 13 bottles in this container, and then I have this container here. So I have 14 containers all ready to go out for our winter sow method. So I hope that you all have enjoyed the video today and that you'll give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. And go ahead and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.